Good day. In this video, we are going to learn about voltage and the different types of voltage. Voltage is also called as electromotive force or potential difference. Voltage is the quantitative expression of the potential difference in charge between 2 points in an electric field. That is, voltage or electromotive force is a force which acts on the charged particles and helps the current to flow. Voltage is represented by V or E. It can be in caps or small letter. The unit of voltage is volts. What is 1 volt? The movement of 1 coulomb of charge carriers through a resistance of 1 ohm in 1 second constitute 1 volt of EMF. 1 volt is equal to 1 joule over coulomb or 1 Newton meter over coulomb. The higher the voltage, the greater the flow of electric current. As the voltage increases, the force acting on the charge carriers increases. Hence, the current flow also increases. There are two types of voltages, that is alternating voltage and direct voltage. Alternating voltage. Alternating voltage is a voltage which forces the current to reverse its direction periodically. An alternating voltage waveform can be sinusoidal, square or sawtooth shaped. A graph is shown here. And this is an example for alternating voltage. It is a sinusoidal waveform and it is an example for alternating voltage. Direct voltage. The voltage that forces the current to flow in the same direction is called direct voltage. The intensity of the voltage can vary with time, but the general direction of the movement always stays the same. Here is an example for direct voltage. In this graph, the voltage of the source is 6 volt and it remains the same for a particular duration of time. In direct voltage, the voltage will either stay in the positive quadrant or it will either stay in the negative quadrant, but it will never fluctuate between positive and negative quadrant. The intensity of the voltage can vary either in the positive quadrant or when it is traveling in the negative quadrant, the intensity of the voltage can vary, but it will never fluctuate between positive and the negative quadrant. Voltage in a series circuit. In the circuit, there are three resistors R1, R2 and R3 which is connected across a voltage source. These three resistors are connected in series. When the resistors are connected in series, the voltage won't remain the same. As there will be voltage drop across each resistor, the voltage will be varying in each resistor. Say for example, if the total voltage is 10 volt, the voltage across the first resistor may be 4 volt, the voltage across the second resistor may be 4 volt, the voltage across the third resistor may be 2 volt. So if you add these three voltages, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3, you will get the total voltage. So this voltage drop depends on the value of the resistor. This voltage depends on the value of the resistor. Voltage in parallel circuit. In this circuit, there are three resistors which are connected in parallel. When the resistors are connected in parallel or when the electrical equipments are connected in parallel, there won't be any voltage drop across each resistors or electrical equipments. Say for example, if the total voltage is 5 volt, the voltage across resistor R1 will be 5 volt, resistor R2 will be 5 volt, resistor R3 will be also 5 volt. So say for example, if you take this as V1 and if you take this as V2 and if you take this branch voltage as V3, the total voltage, that is V will be equal to V1, V1 will be equal to V2. So all this voltage remains the same. There won't be any voltage drop in a parallel circuit. Voltage rating. Voltage rating is defined as the maximum voltage an electrical appliances can withstand for a duration of time. All the electrical equipments and components can withstand a particular amount of voltage which is mentioned in the equipment. So this is an example for voltage rating. This is the short LCD TV and here is the voltage rating, and the voltage rating is 120 volt alternating voltage. This indicates it's an alternating voltage. So it has to be operated within this 120 volt. If the voltage is increased above 120 volt, it may damage the equipment. So it has to be operated within the rated voltage. To measure the voltage, we'll be using a voltmeter, or with the help of the multimeter, you can measure the voltage. The voltage can be calculated using the formula V is equal to IR. This V is equal to IR is Ohm's law. V stands for voltage, I stands for current, and R stands for resistance. These are the brief outlines about the voltage. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.